The moment I saw her suitcase missing from the closet, I knew something was wrong. My wife Hannah had vanished. No text, no note, no call. Just gone. And the only message I got was a single line from her best friend Lily. "Don't worry, she just needs space. Maybe now you'll learn to value her." My name's Ethan. I'm 34 and Hannah and I had been married for 6 years. I thought we were solid. Sure, we argued sometimes, but nothing serious. She had a tight circle of friends. Lily, Tanya and Claire, the kind who believed every man was the problem. They were always whispering in her ear, telling her she settled too soon, that she could have done better. At first, I ignored it. Everyone needs friends. But slowly, Hannah started to change. She stayed out late, came home smelling of wine, and always had her phone glued to her hand. Every time I asked, she'd say, "You're being controlling. I just need time for myself." So, when she disappeared, her friends made it seem like my fault. A week passed. I texted, I called, nothing. I even checked with her family, but they said she told them she was fine and just wanted to teach me a lesson. Imagine that, my wife vanishing for days just to make a point. But by day 5, something inside me snapped. I stopped begging, I stopped worrying. Instead, I started thinking, if she wanted to disappear, fine. I could vanish too, just differently. That night, I went through our shared laptop and found her email open. She'd forgotten to log out. And what I saw made my blood boil. There were messages between her and her friends talking about a girls-only getaway with a few guys from the bar. The tone was flirty, playful, and disgusting. Lily had texted her, "You deserve fun. Forget him for a while." And Hannah replied, "I will. It's time he knows what he's missing." Right there, I knew this wasn't about space. It was about disrespect. So I made my move. I quietly withdrew half of our savings, the half that was mine, and transferred the rest into a new account she couldn't access. Then I called my lawyer. I told him everything, sent him the screenshots, and prepared divorce papers. By the 7th day, I was done waiting. I packed my bags, moved out, and left a note on the fridge. Lesson learned. I'm done being the student in your drama. 2 days later, she came back. I was gone, and so was half the house. I imagine her shock when she realized the fridge was empty, the bank account was drained, and her car was parked outside with a for sale sign on it. Around 9 p.m. that night, she called me, crying, yelling, panicking. "Ethan, where are you? What did you do?" I calmly said, "Exactly what you wanted. You taught me to value your absence, and I learned that life's quieter without your games." She broke down. "It was just a joke. My friend said disappearing would make you appreciate me more." "Appreciate you?" I said. "You let them ruin our marriage. You played games with someone who truly loved you." Then I hung up. A week later, I got a text from Lily, of all people. "You didn't have to go that far. She was just confused." I replied, "Tell her to find comfort with her friends. I've moved on." A month later, Hannah tried coming back. She stood at my door, tears in her eyes, saying, "I didn't cheat, Ethan. I swear. I just wanted to make you miss me." I looked at her and said, "You didn't cheat physically, maybe, but emotionally, you abandoned me. You made me feel worthless to prove a point. That's worse." She dropped her head and whispered, "Lily said this would fix us." I smiled sadly. "Lily doesn't have a husband, does she?" She shook her head. "Exactly." I closed the door. Now, months later, I've rebuilt my life. No drama, no mind games, just peace. And Hannah? Last I heard, she cut ties with those so-called friends after they laughed about her marriage falling apart. Sometimes, revenge isn't loud. It's simply living better after someone expected you to fall apart. If you liked the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.